Hey everybody, it's James Freeman. Today's video is about never complying with the government. Never, ever, ever voluntarily give them anything. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So this story definitely isn't new, but it certainly still has a lot of relevance to today. This part of it was published in January 20th, 2015, after the case settled for $134,000. The story is that this female right here on the hood of this BMW was arrested on felony drug charges. At some point, it's alleged that she agreed to allow the DEA access to her phone. And it's believed that when she allowed them access to her phone, that she thought they were getting phone contacts. But as you guys know, most of us have smartphones on us today. And the amount of information that they can gather out of those is extremely extensive. We've got our social media accounts on there, pictures, emails, bank accounts, all sorts of things. And so when she voluntarily allowed them a little bit of leeway, it really ended up causing her a lot of... The DEA took pictures out of her phone, including this one that you see right here, and created a fake Facebook account. So the lawsuit says that Sandra's phone was confiscated by DEA agent Timothy Sinnigan. He seized her mobile phone and used it to set up a Facebook page after she was arrested on drug charges in 2010. The Justice Department said Sinnigan posed as Sandra on the Facebook page, exchanged messages with her friends, and invited people to be friends, including a fugitive he was trying to arrest. He seized photographs from the phone and posted them to this counterfeit Facebook account without her knowledge or consent. The photographs used included revealing and or suggestive photographs, including photographs of her in her bra and panties, and also posted photographs of her minor child and her minor niece to the Facebook page. Federal authorities acknowledged that they were able to arrest two fugitives who responded to Facebook posts and were apprehended after law enforcement officials traced their computer to a Pennsylvania address. So another thing about them making this fake Facebook account to arrest people is that it put her life in jeopardy, because anybody who ended up being associated with her was going down.
The DEA arrested this woman back in 2010 for a low-level drug charge and figured it could use her as bait to track down higher-level drug dealers. Well, it worked with at least one suspected criminal, but here's the thing. The woman had no idea whatsoever her face was being used to lure suspected criminals. The case is now being reviewed by the Justice Department. So, Radley, you reported on this story. Explain how this woman found out the DEA was using her image on Facebook.
I believe it was other people had told her that this was going on, but she wasn't aware of it. She didn't have a Facebook account, and this all came out in a lawsuit that she recently filed that BuzzFeed, I guess, was given a tip about. The really amazing thing about it is not just that a DEA agent did this. Rogue police officers, narcotics officers, they're going to make mistakes. The troubling thing is that the federal government is actually defending this and defending the government's power to steal someone's identity without their consent in federal court. That, I think, is the really disturbing part of this.
This thing is so astonishing that and so offensive that when I read the article, I thought, this can't be true. This has to be a mistake. It's so clearly wrong what they did. She apparently gave them permission in the course of a criminal investigation to use her cell phone. Now, one would assume that that was maybe they were going to get the bad guys to call her number, or maybe they were going to look at the numbers in her cell phone to see who she had communicated with. That's, I think, what a reasonable person would assume. Instead, the DEA said, well, when you gave us the phone, that gave us the right to use your Facebook account and then to create this false persona online.
Unbeknownst to you.
Unbeknownst to you, but and play this out, what they're doing to her. They're invading her privacy, they're stealing her identity, and by portraying her in a promiscuous way, they're actually committing libel and slander in the way that she's portrayed. All of these things the DEA can be sued for.
And they put her kid on there and her niece.
Yes, absolutely.
Guys, I can't stress this enough. Never negotiate with terrorists. Welcome to the land of the fees and the home of the slaves. Just obey.